Hello everyone, it is livecamant, and I want to say thank you for joining me on the channel today and for helping the channel to grow. Every day I'm seeing more and more new subscribers, and that's fantastic news. That means that people are remembering to hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up. It really does help the channel to grow, and it's absolutely free. It costs you nothing. If you wanted to spend a buck or two and buy a guy a cup of coffee, hey, there's a PayPal link in the description. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. But let's get to today's fantastic camera. Now, today we are in the United States, but not the continental United States. We're all the way over in Keaau, Hawaii. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce the name, but it is an absolutely lovely, lovely camera. Let's go and take a look. Now, so as you can see, it's Keaau. No, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it is Hawaii. And when you look at the camera itself, it is very definitely Hawaii. The gorgeous, clear blue waters, the hotels lined up alongside the beach. But this is not your typical tourist location. Obviously, there's not a ton of people in the water or on the beach, which is quite surprising for this time of year. I mean, it is July. This is when most of the people would be in Hawaii, I would assume, because of summer holidays, kids out of school, people going on vacation. However, this location itself is not one of the big cities in Hawaii. So, of course, since this is in CCAM, if we scroll down a bit here, not only do we get a little bit of information, but a little bit of history. So Keaau, written as Keaau, Keaau, is a census designated place. We saw that in the last video from Alaska. In Hawaii County, Hawaii, United States, located in the district of Puna. The population was 2,010 at the 2000 census. The population increased by 12.1% to 2,253 at the 2010 census. So a couple hundred people joined the community there over that 10-year period. Could be babies, could be new people moving in, etc., new businesses. Very exciting. Geographically, Keaau is on the east side of the island, blah blah blah. It is bordered to the southwest by Curtistown. Hilo is 8 miles to the north. The junction of Hawaii Route 11 and Hawaii Route 130 is in the northern part of the community. According to the United States Census Bureau, the CDP has a total of 2.6 square miles, all of it land. The Board of Geographic Names officially designated the populated place as Keaau in 2003. So it's a relatively 20-year-old area. I mean, the area was there before. It was just designated as a populated place in 2003, 20 years ago. Very, very cool. I like it when people take the time to actually provide a little bit more information about the cameras that we're seeing. And what a lovely camera. What a lovely camera. Obviously, there are not a lot of people here, but we do have people swimming. I love this in Hawaii, how you have the sandy beach here, and then you go out in the sand, comes down to here. Then over here, it's typically that. I'm not sure in this particular location, but I've been to other beaches in Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii once. Hawaii was actually the place that started my travel bug. In 2003, right when this place was designated as a populated place, I went on a family trip to Hawaii. It's the first time I got a passport, and that's what led me to the next year traveling overseas and going on an overseas journey that I am still on to this day, 20 years later. It's unbelievable. But Hawaii was what triggered it for me. We didn't do the typical tourist type of things the entire time. While my mother and sister were off doing bus tours and going to the different tourist places, watching the shows, I rented a motorcycle and I drove around the island, and I actually went and saw the local communities, saw the different places. This is my kind of beach. Those great big beaches in Hilo, in Oahu, they're nice, they're beautiful, but this is what I'm all about. I love this. But I remember these beaches because you get the sand going out into the water, and in those particular areas where it's dark here, you see the dark area, it would go It wasn't like, oh, there's a bunch of seaweed and gunk out there. No, it was dark because it went cliff straight down into gorgeous but very, very dark blue areas where that's where I get nervous swimming in the ocean. When you look down and you can't see the ground and you just have no idea what's swimming below you. Makes a guy nervous, let me tell you. Especially in Hawaii, where there are tiger sharks and there are blackfin sharks and there are things that will eat you. You know, it's not as common as people might like to believe, but it's something to think about. So we do have some folks here enjoying the beach, enjoying the lovely, lovely fact that there are so few people around, that this family can all swim around here privately and have their fun, and this family's swimming over here, and this family's swimming over here. So they just look like they're having a great, great time. You've got ample amounts of open real estate here if you want to sit on a recliner. You've got a great area to put down your blankets without having to worry about people walking on them, or, you know, unlike the big beaches where there's people everywhere. You know, kids go running by while you're laying back and they kick sand in your face. Ain't gonna happen here. This is my kind of beach, let me tell you. Now, as always, since it's in Keaau, we can scroll down a bit, get the actual longitude and latitude. We can get a map here and see where we are. So here's a camera that's currently in Hilo. Okay, so this camera, I don't think this is actually in Hilo. This is at the observatory, where they do have all these telescopes and measurement devices set up. Kind of interesting, but not a lot going on. Is this camera? Yes, this is this camera here. Though we are at a slightly different angle here, so that's kind of cool. This might be a slightly different camera, or perhaps there's more than one here. Sometimes they kind of stack a couple on top of each other. But in any case, it gives you a really good indication of where this camera is. Now, if we scroll down a little bit further, it'll show some recommended live cameras that might also be in the area. This might be that one that wasn't working. And of course, here's that one that says it's from Hilo, but I do not think that this is in downtown Hilo. Call me crazy, but when I was there, I didn't see this, right? I'm sure these are radio telescopes and things like that. For Hawaii is a great place for setting this type of equipment up because there's less ambient light from the cities around it, right? We've got this really odd widescreen camera, and this one does pan around a bit because I've seen it on the golf course, I've seen it on the beach here. Dude here with dudes with fishing poles going out to catch some food. Interesting. And then over here we've got a roadway going through the lava flow. I believe that's to one of the craters. If I'm not mistaken, this is where the US military has a base set up. I could be wrong, but I do think that's what that is. And then again, we've got more cameras of these, I believe they're radio telescopes. This camera is indoors, and it's getting a lot of reflection right now, unfortunately. I'm sure it would be much better at night when the sun is not pointed directly on it. This is somebody's hallway with a really nice carpet. And again, just this might be out somebody's window. It is a cloudy day at the moment, but take that with a grain of salt. The entire time I was in Hawaii, the mornings would be gray and rainy. By noon, it would have all passed over, and it would be beautiful and sunny for the rest of the day. Every single day, the locals said the same thing. They said, you know, it's great. You get the best of everything. In the mornings, you get the rain that the plants need and the vegetation need. And then in the afternoon, you get the sun and the gorgeous weather for the beach, and also that the plants need. So it's an ideal growing condition for the plants and the wildlife. So yes, a very, very nice camera. I'm not sure, of course, since it is in Keaau. Let's just click on it and see if we are able to get any type of functionality. System is getting ready. That's a good sign. It's an Axis cam, M1125. Alright, so let's click play. So now, whereas in Keaau, there's no functionality to go full screen. unfortunately. None of the cameras in Keaau offer full screen from the main page. However, I do see a full screen button here. So if this camera is working, excellent. Perfect. So this is a way to get full screen on this camera. And it's very, very nice, actually. We don't lose much resolution in the full screen. This would be a fun camera. If there were a big old hungry fishy swimming around out here, we'd see it from here. I don't know if I'd want to see it, but we'd see it probably before they did. Okay, more people are moving into the area, swimming around, having a good time. If we hit escape, we can come back out. Let's see if there's any other functionality. I'm not seeing much here. Now, 1-to-1. Okay, so it does give us the ability to scroll up and down on the camera for a little bit better zoom. Okay. What about you? What if we click you? Live view settings, we've got the video format, so we can go MPEG or H.264. Okay, the MPEG format is a little bit bigger. However, it's a little bit choppier. It's not quite as smooth. Here's the widescreen format. That's all we're really gonna get. I'm going to put it back to the H.264. Since it is available, it is the better format. It's the more modern movie format. So as you can see, it is a little bit smoother. It's not quite as choppy. Adaptive stream, client information, live view settings. So not a lot going on here. I personally prefer this as opposed to the widescreen, because then we get everything in the same shot. Can we go full screen like this? We can, but we still can't scroll back and forth. But a lovely day in Hawaii, everyone. A very, very nice camera. And once again, it does allow us to get in. There is minimal functionality, but at least we can go full screen on the camera, unlike a lot of other in Keaau cameras. So that's a bonus just in itself. If a person wanted to have a live background on their desktop, this would be a fantastic one. You could literally watch this going on live 24/7 right on your desktop. I've done it before, but it does just give you, at least like I said, access does give us the possible functionality, if not the PTZ and the zoom. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that camera today. If you've got any cameras that you want to share, or any locations in the world that you'd like me to look at, please let me know in the comments below. And on your way out, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video.